It's now my pleasure to introduce our future president, Rena D'Souza, who is going to talk to us about her vision for IADR the next 100 years. Rena.
Thank you, Angus, for your service to IADR and for a well-executed term as president. I have learned much from you and cherish our years of friendship. It is an honor to follow you and the 93 past presidents of IADR who build the foundations that secure the future success of this great association. It is a privilege to be able to work alongside Vice President Paula Monahan and the Board of Directors. Thanks also to colleagues from the Pan-European Regional Board, President Tim Watson and President-elect Harold Sagan-Cohen. A warm welcome to you, distinguished guests, corporate partners, new members, and first-time attendees. Thank you very much for the honor, the trust, and confidence you've placed in me. I wish to again especially single out our Executive Director, Dr. Christopher Fox, and his exceptional staff at the Global Headquarters Office who manage our complex association so well. Thank you, Chris. It is truly magical for me to accept the role of president of an organization that has given me so much. How grateful I am for the opportunity to give back. I joined IADR in 1984 as a PhD trainee under the tutelage of Dr. Barnett Levy. Engaging with IADR opened up windows to an outside world, a world that showcased the interdisciplinary nature of the dental, oral, and craniofacial sciences in a manner that shaped my own research career as a dentist scientist. A world that provided me equal opportunities to develop leadership, mentoring, and team-building skills. A world rich with mentors, collaborators, and trainees who shared my passions for dental research and with whom I formed enduring friendships. How magical it is for me to serve on the board at this exciting time in its history. While it is important to recognize why and how the organization came into existence almost a century ago, it is befitting to recognize the successes and trajectories that define us today. Such guideposts will help us strategize how best we can secure our success in the next 100 years. Allow me to transport you for a few moments to my life in Utah, where I often access several national parks. This is Yellowstone, distinguished by its diverse landscape of erupting and quiescent geysers, waterfalls, lakes, mountains, along with wildlife, vegetation, and microbial populations that contribute to its palette of brilliant colors. I'm struck by the parallels between the gifts and lessons that nature provides and the opportunities and challenges that IADR faces today. While it is important to stick to well-mapped trails, one must be prepared to veer off path, to enjoy the unexpected, to catch a glimpse of a mama grizzly bear nuzzling her cub in the distance. Classic manual methods and new seismic technologies both monitor activity beneath the Earth's surface. But wait, how did this spectacular landscape come about? It was the gradual building of geothermal forces during the pre-volcanic era that led to the formation of the crater or the caldera in the Yellowstone, where Yellowstone resides. Similarly, IADR was not formed de novo, but rather through a phasic evolution of like-minded individuals. In 1917, while the Scandinavians organized the NOF, later named the Scandinavian Division of IADR, excitement was building on the eastern seaboard of the US. Professor William Guise, chair of biochemistry at Columbia University, was working on dental caries with a group of bacteriologists and clinicians, and was quickly drawn into the scientific playground we call the oral cavity. By 1918, his group had finalized plans for publishing the Journal of Dental Research as a prestigious outlet for the scientific endeavors of competent investigators in the dental field. The first JDR issue was released in 1990, and a year later, IADR came into existence. I'm inspired by two distinct themes that dominated Professor Guy's vision. First, the emphasis that IADR would promote the best science, thus elevating the dental profession from the blacksmith and backstreet barber surgeon trade to that of a member of a science-based health profession. Equally compelling was his vision for advancing dental research as a global enterprise by connecting our communities worldwide. Today, Professor Guise would witness IADR as a dynamic, one-of-a-kind professional entity that offers a diverse array of programs and activities for its global membership. The regional grouping of members, representing almost 90 countries, has allowed IADR to steadily build research infrastructure and capacity worldwide through its regional development programs. IADR's annual meetings are now held every other year in a country outside North America, with the first meeting of the new century hosted in Chengdu, China, in 2021, to honor the significant growth in membership in this country. 2023 will bring us together in Bogota, Colombia. Professor Guise would beam at the news that the journal he launched 100 years ago now ranks #1 among 91 journals in the field, with a 2-year impact factor of 5.38. He would view the new JDR clinical and translational research as a critical forum for showcasing translational clinical research, patient-oriented research. 32 groups and networks now offer scientific homes to showcase each discipline of the craniofacial sciences. The impact and influence of the Global Oral Health Inequalities Research Network, championed by David Williams, would assure Dr. Guise that IADR is in a position to influence public health policies that promote health wellness for all. While Professor Guise would wonder why it took 61 years to elect the first woman president, Dr. Marie Nyland, in 1981, he would be thrilled that from 2000, 50% of IADR's presidents have been women. The Women in Science Network now offers career development and leadership training forums for women dental researchers worldwide. Dr. Guise believed very firmly that dental researchers should serve as kindlers as well as keepers of the flame. He would be extremely proud of the success of IADR's student research group and the recent launching of STAR, IADR's student research network. The close alliances of IADR and its corporate partners has proven essential to the success of its programs, as are the relationships with health professional organizations such as WHO, FDI, and ISO. So if Professor Guise was at this podium today, he would share our pride in the successes of the past century. But without question, and if I could channel him, he would urge us to take advantage of the unprecedented golden era we live in today. Truly, the tectonic plates of science and technology have become opposed like never before, creating a landscape of opportunity, one even more spectacular than Yellowstone itself. Vast databases derived from genomics, microbiome, environmental influences, clinical trials, social and behavioral sciences, and patient-generated research are now available for translation to therapies and cures. So we translate we must. I believe that the strategic leveraging of IADR's unique character and stature and the expansion of its influence as an organization of scientific excellence is simply critical to its future success. This overarching mission must guide each and every one of IADR's current and future initiatives as we think deeply about the biomedical research workforce for the very near future. As we approach a new century, the need for our interdisciplinary community to lessen the global burden of mankind's most common diseases, caries and periodontal disease, has never been greater. New challenges have arisen that point to the need to develop individualized treatment strategies based on personalized diagnostics, in particular for oral and pharyngeal cancers. The use of small molecular protein replacement therapies for the reversal of craniofacial disorders and the treatment of periodontitis now provide an alternative to surgical interventions. Biologically based materials that take advantage of host tissue responses to naturally restore dental and oral tissues lost to disease and trauma need to be developed into treatments. Most importantly, we must translate and implement our science for the most vulnerable communities worldwide while helping drive a continuum of oral health wellness throughout life. While my vision represents a big picture view, I predict for the upcoming decade an accelerated and positive trajectory of growth and development for both the organizational arms of IADR. IADR's 24 scientific groups, along with 8 networks, are in a good position now to revitalize the programming of our research sessions along interdisciplinary themes, both classic and emergent, in order to better facilitate cross-cutting connections. Balancing oral and poster sessions with symposia is also a good step forward. I can think of no better way for IADR to enhance the quality of its membership than for scientific groups to target expert research collaborators and clinical colleagues who are not part of IADR. Some groups have mechanisms in place already to develop a pipeline for the next generation of researchers, but our initiatives need to grow substantially in the years to come. The next phase of growth of IADR's 5 regions are equally vital for its success. If each division engaged in strategic planning for growth based on a needs assessment and in the context of other divisions within the region, IADR will continue to flourish. Divisions and sections are in fact in a unique position to engage stakeholders such as deans of dental schools and other university administrators, funding agencies, as well as policymakers and legislators globally. Local, statewide, and national advocacy for dental research is as critical as the need to increase support for student travel fellowships, awards, and scholarships. I assure you that IADR's board of directors will work hard on your behalf to propel us forward. While plans are underway to celebrate the centennials for JDR and IADR, the board will increase its use of social media to enhance communication between divisions, regions, and members. And yes, I will learn how to tweet, but only sweetly. Engaging corporate partners in IADR's strategic planning is critical for the success of the growth of our existing and new programs. The board will continue to work closely with WHO and FDI and other professional organizations while expanding its relationship with patient advocacy groups and foundations at the global level. Very dear to my heart is the STAR program, which is only just beginning. And the hope is to be able to grow this program so that we can unite our international group of students, a community of research trainees that in fact are our future. Exciting is a leadership training program that IADR's past presidents with Steve Chalacombe at the helm will implement shortly. This initiative will ensure that we nurture a robust pipeline of researchers who have the capacity and track records of service to lead IADR into the future. In conclusion, I must say that climbing up and sliding down mountain trails as an academic researcher has taught me how to lead by example, to lead from the heart, and to help provide a voice for those less fortunate than me. My ecosystem has been really enriched by a number of individuals. First, my family, Richard, whose love has sustained me for over 40 years, and my bright and compassionate children, Nisha and Rohan, who provide me with hope for the future. My world is also blessed with amazing mentors, peers, and mentees from whom I draw much confidence and inspiration. This constellation of stars has illuminated my path and shown me the way. I feel privileged to serve as IADR's 95th president and the 9th female in this position, so the last of the single digits. I'm also proud to be the first IADR president of Indian origin who is a first-generation US immigrant. I pledge to do my utmost best to work with you to honor the rich legacy and history of IADR and to help launch the next 100 years, a new century of success in dental, oral, and craniofacial research that will improve wellness and health for all. Thank you for this great honor. Come along and share the journey with me. Please make the best of your time here and do stay in touch. Thank you.